Yo, morning my fams. Yo, Jade up here. I just wanted to share a little bit of advice and a little bit of knowledge from my side for anybody who's looking at the tree felling or upcoming tree fallers or learning how to tree fall or even tree fallers outside of the actual tree felling life of being a logger. So I'm actually just about to head off to Smoko, and I've just cut the slash tree before I head out to Smoko. But just in this area and what I'm doing, so you just get to have a little bit of an insight on what I have to deal with when I do get to go tree felling. Now, all tree fellers, I take my hat off to all of yous because it is the most dangerous job. That's what my thoughts are. And if you don't know what you're doing, you're going to get fucking killed. That's it. Or you're going to get seriously injured. One of the two. But every day is different. Weather-wise, torrential rains, the grounding, the rain, the sun, undergrowth, all sorts. But in my eyes, this is me, okay, just me, I seriously think these small ones will have the death of you. This, to me, these small ones are mostly more dangerous than any of the sort of the bigger ones, because they're so flimsy. There's no weight to them in the tops. Once that wind gets going, bro, they're just always like this. So I'm going to show you this little situation that I was just in, and the certain cut that I actually have to use for most of these trees in here. So on good days, no wind, you can probably fucking play around with those cuts and get them on. On some sort of wind days, if the wind's going against you, some days you can get them on the swing backs. You know what I mean? If you're catching my drift, cut, swing back, boom, gone over. But on sort of consistent winds, and I'm talking about winds where not dangerously like, oh mate, you shouldn't be in there. Bro, when you're in here, you're in here. A tree faller would know when to pull out, and it's dangerous. Nah, boom, get out of there. So we've got these northerly winds sort of just coming across sort of in my face, and it just goes, comes, goes, comes, goes, comes like that. So I'm in a situation, and I'm going to show you right now, and please stay to the end. Right, here's my situation right here. This is what I'm talking about, the grounding, those big black ugly buggers right there, thick ass undergrowth, and that sizing of trees all the way through here. Now these are the points here where you get the chance to actually get your cuts in and get it in before the wind actually comes up, because it doesn't take much for the wind to actually get those heads going. And if you maybe we might be able to see it, but probably not because it's so calm now. See, this is what I mean, like this is the moment you get in there, bang bang bang, before that wind comes up. But anyway, here's my situation here. So look at the sizing, look at the sizing of the tree. Right, you put your scarf in, right, and because of the wind, by the time you try and put a back cut in there, you might even get here and they'll start closing up, and then you're fucked. You know what I mean? You ain't going to be able to get your bar through there before you try and get a wedge in there, because your bar is already about the size of that wedge there. So what I did, and as you can tell, if we go down, I've actually gone and put a split level cut in. Now, a split level cut to me is I've gone in quarter of the tree. So I've gone in with my bar. So picture this as my bar. I've just gone in here, wah, cut up to my hinges still there, wah, and I've gone in and I've slammed that in there like that. All right, put that wedge in there, and then I've come around the other side right here, and I've finished off and I've put that wedge in there. So my bar's already out of danger. It ain't going to close up. That's already sitting on there, and the wind had already been going back like this, and I'm just waiting and watching it. And then I finished off, and then when the swing backs come, then that gives you the chance to tap, 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 tap. So yeah, see, there we go. See, there's that wind. Look at that. Fucking bastard. It doesn't take them much, to sit back. So that's what you got to be real careful for. All right, so this is just a little bit of sharing my knowledge and my thoughts and how I do it when I come across these little things here. Now every cutter is different. Everybody has their own ways. But in situations like this, you don't want to be getting stuck when you're all the way down in the gully. So, yeah. I hope that helped.